Non-attachment is so magnetic. This video will be guiding you on how to embody non-attachment so you can be more magnetic in attracting your true desires.
Welcome to the Dream Creation Podcast.
Let's talk about attachment for a moment in terms energetically. When you're really tied to an outcome or have an attachment towards a person or a substance or a place, that attachment has a lot of resistance within it. We are energetic light beings, and when there's a lot of resistance, we can't flow that energy freely. It gets pent up, it gets bottled up, it gets blocked up. Where in your life are you heavily placing an attachment? There's no judgment here, but whatever first came to mind, or maybe it's something strong within you, notice your energy around it. Are you lighter in your body? Are you more of a high vibration? Or does it feel heavy? And are you more of a low vibration? Even in just doing that, you can tell how the energy shifts. Because if I have a specific attachment to an outcome happening and it's not happening, and I notice it's not happening, right there in that moment, you are sending out a repelling energy. Because we are always attracting. Everything is a yes. So you say yes to something, it's yes. You say no to something, it's yes. Your attention and your focus on anything will attract it to you. But how are you attracting? Are you repelling the things you want from you based on simply having such a strong attachment to them? So be careful with what you choose to give that yes to, because the universe does not really care what your attachment is or what it is you want, the outcome you want, or what you're striving for. It only responds to your energy and who you are being in that moment. A lot of the things that we have attachment to is lowering our vibration. It's causing us to detach from our true connection to source energy, God-like energy. And so you can feel that, especially when you're tuned and self-aware of how your energy shifts depending on what you're choosing to focus on. And a lot of the time, we want something that we don't already have. Okay, and we're striving for it. We have this attachment to an outcome, a person, place, thing, whatever. Notice what it's doing to your energy. Notice how it's shifting you out of it. Because if you can embody more of a non-attachment to outcomes, to people, places, and things, you become more magnetic. You attract more of the things that are in alignment with that type of energy. When you realize that every single thing you want, you believe in the having of it, that you will feel better. Practicing that non-attachment is having the realization that you can feel better now. That you can emit emotion within you now that doesn't need to have an attachment to anything. That's true freedom. That is true high vibration. And that is truly magnetic. And when you're in that energy, your truest desires begin to gestate quicker and faster, and you get aligned with more things that line up with that high vibrational energy. Because think how powerful it is to not care about how it happens, when it happens, but allowing yourself to detach from that. Because that attachment is causing resistance within you energetically, that is weighing on your true essence, your true vibration, which is love, joy, authenticity, whatever you want to call it, that highest point of vibration, which is the most magnetic you can be, is realizing that you don't need anything outside of you to generate that energy. That energy is your natural state of being. And your attachment to things is taking from that energy, is depleting you from that power. And so why choose to do that? Recognize where you have attachments in your life, whether it's at work, whether it's in your home life, whether it's you in your personal life. And what you see for yourself, you have to begin to detach yourself from that need, that needy energy that is going to lower you and keep you in an energy that is not going to allow you to experience what you truly are desiring in that attachment. So don't detach yourself for the attachment itself. Detach yourself so you can become your natural state of being and truly be the magnetic being that you are. When you work from the state of attachment, you are not in your true power. The thing about working from that energy of that attachment is that it's non-ending. It's a continuous cycle. It's very egotistical in that even if you do achieve it and you are experiencing this attachment that you want, you won't be satisfied for very long. You'll need something else to attach yourself to. It's that vicious cycle that will never end and continue, and then you'll stay within that energy. That energy will gain momentum, become stronger, become more of your experience, and now you're in this really attachment-y, needy energy that just keeps you striving for more, and you're never fully enjoying the beauty of your now, what's available in your present reality that you can appreciate now. Take this as your sign right now to let it all go. You don't need to have it figured out. You don't need to have that thing in order to feel worthy, in order to feel good enough, in order to feel like you've made it, in order to feel like you have accomplished something. You are already worthy, you are already accomplished of something, you are already enough just by being here and being part of the unity consciousness. We are all one consciousness, all one part of source energy, God energy. That is you. Is God source energy limited? No. Then neither are you, because we are created from that energy. And so embrace the fact that you don't need to know. You don't need to have it figured out. You don't need to attach yourself to something to make yourself worthy of it, because you already are. It's crazy what you'll begin attracting, magnetically speaking, when you let go, when you detach yourself from these things that are holding down your energy, that are keeping you in resistance. Now, being in a downward cycle, what goes up must come down. And this is a cycle. We don't want to get stuck in our down moments. We don't want to get stuck in energy there for too long. But when we are down there, we are expanding our consciousness. And for us to fall into this new expansion, we have to then disallow ourselves from any attachments. We have to go into our natural state of being. And then that's where the cycle goes back up. You raise your energy back up. You come back to your natural state of being. And now you're in your more expanded version. So just a reminder that it's not always going to be always high energy, high vibration. You can't stay there always. It's not how it works. What you need to do is allow it, detach yourself, let go, raise your energy and your frequency back up, and begin to allow that process again. It's if we keep fighting, if we keep trying to make something happen, that energy of trying to make something happen may make it happen, but the enjoyment, the experience, the outcomes that will happen because of it, the ripple effect that will have in your life will not be the same impact as it would have been if you clearly just let go of it all and became so magnetic, you began attracting it into a bigger experience than you could have imagined and having a bigger impact on your life. So where are you holding on too tightly in your life? Think about that. And allow yourself to realize that that tighteningness is taking from you, is depleting your energy, which depletes your health, longevity, your vitality of your being. So for a moment, feel the freedom in letting it go. That doesn't matter. What matters is your natural state of being and allowing yourself to flow there and removing what you place within your perceptual reality that takes you from that. In majority of the time, that'll be an attachment to something, an outcome for your son, an outcome for your mother, your father, your partner, your career. We all have goals. We all have desires. We all want to create what we feel will be our best creation and our best self. But when we are too tied to these things, we are doing the exact opposite in what we want. So learn to detach yourself from them. Let them go. Let them be. It does not matter. What matters is your true state of being, and allow yourself to tap into that. And you will be so magnetic. Watch what will change and what you'll begin attracting in your life when you allow that just to be. You are perfect just the way you are now. Everything in your life right now doesn't need to be different for you to be enough, for you to feel the worthiness of your being, because you already are. And when we place this on outcomes and attachment to things, all we do is dismiss that, belittle ourselves, diminish our energy, and it leaves us in a state that doesn't allow our highest self to flourish. If you find you are struggling with your mindset, if you're struggling in an area where you feel really attached to something and you can feel that it's putting resistance on your path, and you would like to remove that resistance and raise to your natural state of being, then I highly recommend, if you have not done so already, to grab my Ascension workbook. You can get your free copy through a link below. Do so now. Begin working through the workbook, which I should really be calling it playbook, because the processes and techniques in this workbook will help you tune into that childlike energy, your natural state of being. So if you have not downloaded it or grabbed that workbook yet, you can do so through the link below. So recognize where you're holding on too tightly. Begin to loosen the grip and let it go. Be more carefree in a sense that the outcomes and these things we have attachments to don't really matter. What matters is the love and the connection that you have within yourself. That's what molds the reality around you. So when we stop letting the exterior things outside of us deplete our natural state of being, and then we work harder, we try harder, we strive for these things that we are trying to do or have or be with, instead, let it go. Allow your light to flow freely. Allow you to tune to your natural state of being and you will begin to attract magnetically all the things that you truly desire, and everybody around you will benefit from that as well. So if you can take anything away from this today, it is to let go of what you're so tightly wound up in and just be. And just be happy to be. Because you, in yourself, as your natural state, you are a magnificent being of light. And you are loved. And the world is your creation, is your oyster. And you will have what it is you desire when you learn to let go and not attach yourself to these things and be in that love source energy that is you. Why not try it for 1 whole week and watch where you attach yourself to, and watch what that does to how you feel, the energy within you, and then how that plays out. And then, why don't you just learn to let it go and say, just for the next 7 days, just for today, I'm not going to allow my attachments to deplete me. I'm going to learn to let them go. I'm going to learn to be more in my natural state of being and just be okay with that and allow that just to be. Be happy being in your present moment, finding the love source, energy, high frequency within yourself, closing your eyes, shutting out the exterior world, letting it all go, and knowing that everything right now, you have everything you would ever need right now in this moment, and embrace that energy. That is so magnetic. You are a magnificent, beautiful creator. Allow that to flourish. Stop allowing exterior things to take from you, and just let it be. And watch the power in that. That'll shift in itself if you can truly begin practicing that. Whatever you need to do that, do it. Put a reminder on your phone, on your backdrop as a password. Write it on your hand. Whatever you need to do to remind yourself that this is your new practice, watch what happens when you practice it. And learn to know that you're enough as you are, as it is right now. Allow your natural state of being to be and flow freely with no resistance. And of course, it's not always going to be that way. There's going to be moments where we run into resistance. We just don't want to stay there. We don't want that to be our signature frequency, our dominant frequency. We want to recognize when we've held too tightly and disconnected and restricted the flow of our light. And then when we notice that we have, we'll center ourselves back. Remember that nothing that we're attached to really matters. What matters is our present moment and allowing our natural state of being to flow. And just make that your new habit. And your life will completely shift. It will never be the same if you make that your daily practice. If you're still listening right now, I just really want you to know how truly appreciated that you are and this energy exchange we have together. Whether you are a regular listener and you tune in quite frequently, or maybe you're watching this for the first time, I just want you to know that you are a magnificent, energetic, beautiful light being. And I truly appreciate this time and energy exchange that we have. And if anything resonated with you in this video today, make sure to like it. And if you have not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. And share this video with somebody that you would feel from benefit from hearing this message. I just want you to know that you are truly appreciated. And I'll see you in the next video.
Did you like this episode? If so, make sure to subscribe to the podcast.